Day 35. So, yeah, I guess it's about time I told you the whole story. I was an apprentice researcher for the Solar Research Vessel at the time. One of those cruisers that, you know, went around to systems that could maybe be colonized. We'd analyze the stars for any potential hazards and so on. I wasn't even working in the big research bays in the upper deck. No, I was a subdeck. I studied geology and that kind of stuff. Basically, I was part of the planetoid crew, which basically meant janitors work most of the time. You know, because they send those little probes to check out the planets usually, unless complications came up. We fragile organics tended to stay up while surveyors go on, and most of the time there wasn't even that great data to look at for the planets. Wow, really? A silicate-rich rocket planet? Ooh, another gas giant. Let me guess, it's made of hydrogen and helium, right? I guess I'm getting off track. What was I? Oh, yeah. So I was basically just an underclass assistant lab tech, there for the letter rec and some quick money, as I got ready for applying for the big-time labs. At least, that's how it was before things went, well, the whole reason we were in the system in the first place was because of that stupid star anyway. Apparently it was giving off a bunch of short-range exotic radiation mumbo-jumbo. I don't know. I only heard bits and pieces from the folks that actually know what was going on. I didn't exactly sign up for what was apparently a high-risk star survey. I guess they didn't think to mention that part. I guess that would explain why it was so easy to sign on, though. Councils. You know, I bet they mentioned it somewhere, and I didn't even notice. I'm here because I was too lazy to even read the fine print. Anyway, from what I could piece together from what I heard from the other deck guys, that some of the higher-ups had a big fight with the captain over how close we needed to be to the star and meeting deadlines. I think they mentioned that we had to be at least in the gravity well of the system, because of the weird radiation being unstable after a few dozen minutes or something. Had to be close enough to get proper readings. Besides the radiation being unstable, I mean, the star was too. Get too close, and if the star flares before the engines were going, I guess that's how we got here. And the only reason why I didn't pry up with the ship was because I was cleaning up the survey pods. I don't know whether I was lucky or not, being the only one with a graveyard shift there at the time. As I said, that area wasn't being taken care of by anyone besides me and a few bots, since no one seemed to care about the actual planets in the system anyway. The sun radiation probably was a factor too, I guess, for not sending manned surveys. Anyway, when the ship lurched and when the alarms went off, I panicked. I was nowhere near the actual escape pods. No one was around. And the lights, and the sirens. I. So I went in the pod, chose the nearest rocky planet, got in the stasis system so the pod could go at max speed, and yeah, I guess you kind of know the rest. Well, I mean, that's not really the whole story still. Like, The pod was pre-supplied for short trips for planets, basically just enough time to collect broken surveyors and so on. I knew I had about 15 days of food, and the oxygen scrubbers and other life support would only work for so long. Watching the rations go away, it was like, I don't know, watching a clock tick away, bit by bit. And I tried ration the best I could. I'm still here, so I guess it worked. But, I mean, today I finished off what I had left. So, yeah, I guess I don't really have much more time anymore. When I woke up, at first I was so happy. I actually survived whatever was going on with the ship. I had a chance. But when I looked through the computer system, I realized how screwed up this planet was for the long term. But at least I could get help, I thought. I was fiddling around with the computer some more, and I accidentally turned on the audio recording system, and something just kind of clicked. No one was going to save some random nobody lab assistant. It seemed like I was a big researcher with a title. Maybe the rescue crew would find me, and I don't know where that weird nasally voice came from. But I guess after I started recording with it, I felt like I had to keep doing it so it would make things seem too off. You know, consistency and all that. Sorry, by the way, about the quality. I've learned after listening to them over and over that I guess I'm not the best with voices. Anyway, it didn't really matter. Now I know that the exotic radiation probably overlaps and interferes with all the ranges of communication I have in this pod anyway. Anyone searching would have had to physically find this pod on the surface to know I was here. Any rescue crew should have arrived within the first 10 days or so anyway. So I'm guessing if they did come, they didn't find me. If I recall correctly from training, they say past the 10-day mark, the chance of rescue diminishes by tenfold. And after that, you're basically... I guess you can't blame me for trying, at least. My research was real, though. I mean, I tried to put my skills to use the best I could, and I thought if they did find me, they'd be more inclined to keep me if I found something worthwhile. It was nice putting energy into something else to keep my mind off of other things. And, yeah, I honestly have no clue what's going on with those crystals down there. The ones above ground are really spaced out and are in pretty much every direction. So I guess conditions for those weird caves are just right to maybe be everywhere on this planet. Or not. I don't know. I honestly do care about my research. I mean, seriously. It might be a stretch to call whatever's down there life, but something really real is going on down in those caves. If if anyone ever actually does find these recordings, could you make sure those giant crystals are taken care of properly? Can we find out what they are and maybe keep them safe? It sounds dumb, but listening to them has been the closest thing to having someone here for me. Great, and it sounds kind of sad when I say, but they've been my closest friends on my stay here on this weird planet. I hope somebody finds them someday, treats them well. I I don't know what's going to happen to me when I go back into stasis. But I can't just stay here. Starving probably is the worst way to go. But I don't want to go like this. Why did I have to be here? Why did I have to go like this? Why did this even happen? I had my whole life ahead of me. I had so much time. I don't want to die. I'm so sorry. Please, if you can hear me, please just come and get me. I'm on the fourth planet from the star, and system 43X99873. My coordinates are 533929 and 322630. You can't just leave me like this. You can't just do this. I deserve to live, please. This is my last message I'm recording before stasis goes active. I'm not sure how long the system will go on after, but it's better than just wasting away. Promise. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be seeing you three after all. I hope you guys are well. I'll miss you. With that, this is James signing out. Goodbye. End of log 1, day 35.